cut it off. What's up, motherfuckers? Back again with the Make It Make Sense podcast 2023. We are here and joined with a bunch of lovely ladies and my guest co-host today. We're going to go around and introduce everybody. What the hell was that? What was your phone? There's a phone holder on the stand. Oh. I'm trying to hook you up. Make it make sense, guys. This is a dating, relationship, male and female dynamic podcast where we're going to talk about some shit. And if you don't like what I have to say, that's fine. I don't have to be right. But if you're going to challenge me, you need to make it make sense. All right. The beauty of this is we need to learn from each other. Hit the button. I can start the music. Hit the button. No, just turn it off. Where was I? The beauty of this is that we are learning from each other. Okay? You're getting real life male perspective, and you will have better relationships going forward if you listen without getting upset. Okay? And if you don't like it or think that I'm wrong, just make it make sense. And vice versa. I'm going to be learning new perspectives from new women every time we have new guests on this show. So, with that being said, we are going to start with my guest host today. Introduce yourself, brother. Name, age, relationship status, and what you do for work.
Okay. Rayjon's first name.
Closer to the mic.
Rayjon's first name.
There we go. You heard that bass in his voice? Oh, shit.
24 years old. I work as an account executive for a law firm called Marble Law in Scottsdale.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's pretty the gist of me right now. Right, single. It's my relationship status. Working on myself. That's where I'm at.
Good evening. My name is Amory. I am currently working as a licensed esthetician. I'm also a doula. I am 34 years old.
Damn. Don't even start.
I am currently dating.
Oh, shit. Okay. What's that? You're in a situationship?
It's nicer than a situationship.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm dating.
That some cameras. It's somebody else's turn.
Oh, my turn?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. My name is Vanessa. I'm also 34. And I'm I'm a speech pathologist assistant. The irony in that, huh?
Turn that shit down. And relationship status?
Oh, newly single.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Sandra. I am 31. Don't do it.
Damn.
Don't do it. I am a hairstylist. I also am heavy in the fashion industry in Arizona.
Oh, shit.
What is my relationship status? I'm in a relationship with myself.
The hell does that
Same thing, just working on myself, not really dating.
mean? Okay. Another situationship.
No, because there's no one a situation in.
Okay. So single.
Cobwebs.
Single.
In between.
Miss Lady.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm 32. No. I'm a nurse practitioner.
Nice.
And I'm single.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You guys ready to do this shit? You guys ready to get this started? Are you guys ready to have some fun?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's start off heavy because this is the one you guys picked. What is the thirstiest thing you've received in a DM? And we're going to start with you.
I don't even know.
Closer to the mic.
I don't really have anything.
You don't have anything? Men have never DM'd you saying, I want to take you out. You're really pretty. I would
Yeah, but
drink
I
your
don't feel like
bathwater.
They don't come off thirsty.
Closer to the mic.
They don't come off thirsty.
No one's ever been thirsty towards you?
I
That's
mean,
a shame.
not in my DMs.
No?
my page is private, so
Okay. All right.
just get me for this one.
What about in person?
What about what?
In person.
In person?
Yeah, what's the thirstiest thing somebody's done in person? The craziest thing a man's done to get your attention?
I don't know. I really don't have anything.
Oh, come on.
Just get me. I don't have anything.
All right. Sandy. No, you've got something.
I just am trying to pick which one.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Oh, snap.
Shit. Look how handsome I look in that picture. Jesus.
It's my turn. Me.
Sorry.
I mean the sugar daddy scam. I
Okay.
think that's pretty thirsty, right?
Yeah.
What do they say?
It's just like, oh, I'll give you
Closer to the mic.
$8,000 if you just look at me.
8,000?
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're trying to scam me.
Damn.
Get this. Sometimes I want to entertain it though, because I'm like, maybe.
Right? That's lit. What about just a regular dude who's not offering $8,000?
Then I don't entertain it. I'm just kidding.
Just saying, what do they say to you?
Kidding. I mean, I don't. Oh, I can't think of like just a random one.
All right, it doesn't have to be that bad. What do men typically say to you guys in DMs?
They're pretty
Jesus.
simpy. They're pretty simpy.
Yeah, I think they're just like.
Yeah, how simpy? Like, what? I mean, men be in your DMs,
I
right?
like that one eyelash that's sticking out. Like it's so like zooming in on my pictures. Like I like that one freckle that's above your eye. Like it's just like random. I'm like, wait, where's the freckle above my eye? I think it's just like super random. Like
Zoomed in.
yeah.
You had a man zoom in on your
That's a,
eyelash.
that's a little
Yeah.
creepy.
What?
All right. Miss V.
Well, I just
Closer
got
to
out
the
of-
mic.
I just got out of an 8-year relationship. So this DM
How long?
is
I mean, how long have you been single?
single a month.
A month. So you have like 400 DMs?
No,
Then maybe you haven't
Yeah.
announced that you're single.
I have, but would you disagree? You don't even watch my stories.
I didn't. I didn't know. Jessica told me.
There, see, because she watches my stories. So this is the most recent one. I don't want him to make him. I don't want to make him feel special though.
Who says,
Then don't
he's,
say his
who
name.
says he's watching?
Well, if I share this,
Who says he's watching?
You're making him feel more special by the second.
Yeah.
Just say it.
all right. So he was like, "I bet you have a nice asshole.
Whoa.
I just want to like do this and do that." And I'm
I
just
hope
like,
so.
I don't know you like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's bold. I'm impressed.
You know
That's
what?
good.
I had to commend him on his bravery, so I did. But also, that could send mixed messages. Like I'm welcoming it, you know. I'm not, but I just had to let him know. I am.
She's newly single, guys. DMs are open, and asshole compliments are accepted.
Might or not be accepted.
They were received.
Just
Doesn't
just
mean they were accepted.
just stand by her ring,
I love that.
like
Open the door.
It's the fact
Open
that
the
they
door.
can
Open the door.
Yeah.
that's okay. All right,
So
Miss Amory.
I've been given an entire resume.
Word.
Oh, homeboy ran everything down. Well, I'm an executive for this. Da 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 da. I want to take you here. I mean, it's just like too much. Like for what? For a date?
Daddy, chill.
Yeah.
That's
I feel like that's
But the
very
effort.
Capricorn of you.
Yeah. Is that Capricorn of me?
Like, well, that someone would do that.
Oh,
But maybe it's like you exude this.
I guess so. I mean, I didn't.
Because I've
I
never
wasn't
received a
expecting
resume.
it to
I
be
get
honest.
like, let me lick your asshole.
Oh no, like it was literally like credentials. Like I can take care of you. That's so funny.
all right. There's no point in asking you because we don't get DMs like that. we don't get simpy DMs for women. Women do not DM men. Handsome men every now and again we'll get a heart emoji or a damn you're fine or nothing like that, but we don't get
Or a hey,
nobody.
big head.
Yeah, we don't get no.
I did get a fly out one time.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Did you go?
I didn't take the opportunity. No,
Why was she a big bitch?
she wasn't a big bitch. No disrespect to big bitches.
Disclaimer.
But yeah, I didn't take it up. But yeah, definitely got.
You should have, man. That would have been fun. You could have got a little corn hub on. Yeah, no, I mean I've I've gotten a few here or there, but like for the most part, our DMs are very dry. What I will say, one of the reasons I wanted to point that out is because like, men say that shit to everybody. And what ends up happening is women get a very conflated sense of I can have any man because your DMs are constantly flooded. So since you have so many options, it's so easy to unconsciously look at the greener grass. Does that make sense?
Well, let's
Hold on.
clarify options.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whether I feel like most women, doesn't have to apply to you. This is just generally speaking. Most women conflate their likes and DMs and cat calls and everything as everyone wants me. When in reality, majority of men just want to sleep with you and then move on to the next. So it's easy to believe that you've got an endless supply of options, because there's even men, say you're with somebody, there's still men who are more handsome than your man, taller than your man, more successful than your man, funnier than your man, could potentially be what you guys like to call emotionally intelligent, more emotionally intelligent than your man. And since all of you guys are telling me that, except you, are telling me that you're getting DMs, it's very clear that most men move in this very same way, which is men are like door-to-door salesmen, right? So we got to hit every house in the fucking neighborhood. And doesn't matter what we're selling, but let's just use vacuums, okay? I'm going door-to-door selling vacuums. I have to hit every house in this fucking neighborhood. And just in this cul-de-sac alone, there's, 15 houses? One person in this 15 houses two houses will entertain my soliloquy. Most people are like, not interested. Door shut. Two people may hear me out. Like, I got the best vacuum. It's got the super hose. It can clean your couches. Your kids like to spill stuff. Guess what? This is portable. You can clean your car. And
really, nigga?
Listen to it. Only one is going to let me into this house to demonstrate my vacuum. You see what I'm saying? So understand that, or try to understand that majority of the men speaking to you are literally just trying to sleep with you. We don't know if we actually like you until we do that. But I don't know. What do you guys have to say about that?
A lot.
Go for it.
Well, I think options is an illusion, because what you may think is an option is not an option for me. You know,
Meaning?
Meaning, I thank you that you have interest in me, but I don't have this interest in you, and I don't put that in the like, oh, okay, this boosts my confidence. It's just I'm getting attention from someone that I don't want it. Mm-hmm. So in that sense, it's not valuable to me. And no disrespect to this person. You know, I don't have to be disagreeable when we disagree. I just feel like, thank you for your interest. I'm not interested, and that's the end of that. But it's not really like that wouldn't make him an option, like, at all.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but again, you're recently single. As this intention increases, there's going to be a I bet you have a nice asshole from somebody you're like, I do have a nice asshole, and you should see.
I hope so.
I don't respond. Way.
There's an exception to every rule.
Yeah.
There's somebody walking around here. If he said that, you might be like, "Come find out, Daddy." It's just
What the fuck? The other thing you said, you know, there might be someone more handsome than your man, more this, more that. But personally, for me, when I'm in love, that could very well be true. I'm not going to negate the fact that so and so is handsome. You know, that's denying reality. Let's like Matthew McConaughey. I find him extremely handsome. Can I say that my ex was at that level? No.
No.
No. Thank you. But But if, like, did I love him and did I have any other eyes for anyone else? Absolutely not. I didn't have any interest, but that's just me. Like, my heart was so invested
Yeah, no one said that.
that I cannot, like, so in that case, seeing someone handsome, seeing someone that has more means nothing to me. I can accept it, like, that is the reality, but I don't want it.
And that's 100% true. If you're with a man that you love, admire, and respect, you do not see other men. If you're, see, the thing is most men aren't checking enough boxes for women to not have eyes outside their relationship, not having one foot outside. Because if you're getting everything you're looking for from your man, he's at least most of the look that you're looking for. He's financially what you're looking for, enough. He's secure, he's intelligent, he's funny, he pipes you the right way, he is a good father, potential or actual, and treats you the way you want to be treated. No, you don't see anybody else. But if he doesn't do those, and because women have so many of these requirements, that's when you start looking elsewhere. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, what you're saying is 100% true, because I believe that 1,000%. If a woman is with a man that she loves, admires, and respects, respect being the number one thing, because once she loses respect for you, that means she doesn't feel safe with you. If she doesn't feel safe with you to lead her and be a part of her future, everybody looks like a better option. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying. Know what I mean?
I do now.
Fuck was that? Dennison, cut it out. Anybody else? Had anything to say about what I said?
Hard enough to check one box, let alone all. Same.
I mean, I do agree with the door-to-door salesman analogy you gave. That was actually really good. That was actually really good. But at the same time, I don't think there are a lot of guys out there really shooting their shots in DMs. Like,
What?
they're watching.
That part.
They're watching. I see more activity being watched on my stories than engaging.
You know why? Because you bitches screenshot shit and post it on your stories. Look at this shit. Look at what this guy said.
Off of one DM.
Yes, women do it. Maybe not you, but women do it, and all men have been victim to that shit.
I don't have time.
They'll be kind enough to scribble you out, but you watch their shit, so you see it, and it's like, bitch, why would you put me out there like that? Because I was legit trying to be nice to your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's the craziest part to me, because, like, as a woman, a 5 has more options than a 10 man. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a man who has options, who's hollering at you, and you just push him off to the side, like, and dog him like that, like, that's the reason men move the way we move, is because of the shit that we've received from you guys. It's not like two things. A, that. B, men, I want to say around 33 and younger, grew up in the internet era. So actually approaching women isn't a strong suit of most men. They're very socially awkward. It's very difficult and hard to find the courage to interrupt a woman from what she's doing. But women also don't make themselves very approachable. Men are scared to get Me Too'd. Men are scared to be labeled creepy. Back in the day, when a woman saw a man that she liked, she'd make a move. It'd be a subtle move, like, you guys are walking past each other. She gonna drop something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And ma'am, you dropped this. You know what I mean? Did I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But women don't do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? You see a girl you like today, if you make eye contact, she immediately looks away. So you don't, I mean, that's okay. Well, then she's off limits. But she could be sitting there like, damn, he was fine. I wish he would come talk to me. Well, you just made yourself look completely unapproachable.
And she'll do the most and just look 2 times, and that'll be the
Yeah,
most she'll do.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's
Which
the
is okay.
so because of the things that we've seen, even if it hasn't happened to us, we've seen it happen to other dudes that we know, and it's like, is it worth shooting my shot?
That's overthinking.
It
So what you
is.
said is accurate then. There's more people in the activity
level than there is in the like,
Closer to the mic.
Direct message.
I think so. I
I
mean,
agree.
I was told by my hairstylist, my best friend, she had a client that was interested in me. And I was just like, okay, well, tell me. She's like, he watches your stories. And I was like, oh, well, where's he at? Is this him going through the stories? Well, no, you're not going to see him because he watches you on a third-party app.
What?
And I was just like, say what? And she was like, yeah, like he watches, he's too intimidated to talk to you.
What?
Now that's creepy.
Yeah,
And I was,
that's
but
fucking
but
creepy.
but the thing about it is
Niggas
like
be
this
weird.
is where right.
Bruh.
This is the age where it's like they'll watch.
Was he fine though?
I don't know. I ain't never said nothing to me. I ain't heard.
Still don't know who this
Right.
anonymous
Is
third
it
party
you?
check
Is it
is.
you? Just
He's like,
If you're watching, we want you to
caught
come
me.
forward.
right. But it's just like, okay, you can go through the efforts of downloading a ghost app and watch my stories daily because I post daily pretty much. But you can't you can't even put that opportunity to just be like, hello.
yeah. No, I will. Oh shit! Excuse me.
Like that, we're in a creeps. It's weird now. It's just really weird.
Men are socially awkward. I mean, shit. You got to think about it. Again, 33 and under. We grew up with free porn, so like that men are horny, and that was our first, majority of men. That was their first introduction to women. You know what I'm saying? And then Facebooks or MySpaces or Twitters and Instagrams, like that is their way of communicating. Cell phones, the fact that cell phones have always been there. Me in high school, there wasn't, you had a limited amount of text messages if you had a cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And so I was a note writing motherfucker. Boy, I knew how to fold them in a little envelope and
You was a sweet nigga.
Hey, no, I wasn't sweet. I was sneaky. Because here's the thing. Like, I'm a beast in DMs. I'm a beast in text messages. And I'm a beast on notes. Because I can say whatever the fuck I want. And you interpret it how you want to by the tone you read it in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And if you don't like anything, especially in a text message or a DM, I can follow it up with LOLJK. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so that was always my shit. But I mean, my dad was single for a lot of my adulthood, and I would watch him, and like, he was a monster at approaching women. You know what I mean? But he grew up in that era, payphones, pagers. You had to talk to women in order to get them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But women were also more receptive because they couldn't just post a fucking selfie and get 45 likes and validation and that ego trip of this many people find me attractive. Because attention to women is what sex is to men. That is y'all's currency. That is
I disagree. I second that.
exceptions don't make the rule. Majority of women need attention.
I believe that. It's
And-
a, it's a
and it's-
dopamine shot.
And it's very fucking true because you guys pick up your phones every day, the first thing you do when you wake up. And on top of that, with the exceptions of maybe a spiritual community, and even in a spiritual community, because you just pointed it out, in the spiritual community, you're going to have a lot more female followers. But most women, their male to female ratio completely outweighs each other. They're followed by men. So if men stopped giving women attention, we'd receive a lot better behavior from women and more drops of the handkerchief. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't know. You weigh in. What you got to say about all this?
Kind of to piggyback on what you were talking about. So from your like body language, I'm big on like body language. It seems like you disagree with wanting attention from
Closer to the mic.
from like males. Attention maybe is not as validating as to other women. But you also mentioned kind of before we got on that if you had watched your stories, you would know you were single. So I understand that essentially attention isn't something that you're fishing for, but
It matters.
when you are single, like you said, it does matter to a certain degree to the point where you're going to want some type of attention, whether you're blatantly out here doing it or you're just kind of...
Everyone wants companionship, and you can't have companionship without attention.
I disagree. I I think it all goes back to yourself. I think that if you are deeply rooted in self-love, you will realize that the attention you think and confuse as love is really just attention. And you have to discern, like, what is attention? What is the right attention? Like, I don't want just any man's attention. That's so easy. It really is. And it means nothing to me because it's so easy. But someone that can entertain my mind, someone that can come at an angle
That's
that's
still
not
attention.
sexual, but the way that most men give attention
Is
through
sexual.
sexual, and it's just like, it's so, and here's the other thing. At this day and age of information, it's so easy to say, I grew up like this, and this is like this, and this was like that. But it's like, at what point are men going to say, yeah, I don't know how to do that, or yes, I am awkward in social situations, so let me take it upon myself to read a book, to go Google this shit. Use Bard. Bard is like, if you guys haven't used Bard, Bard can like literally do your resume. There's so many resources that I cannot justify men saying, I don't know how to do this.
I 100% agree. That's why these podcasts exist, because we need to teach men to do better. And the biggest thing is men having confidence. And a lot of men don't have confidence because, again, they grew up, especially in this technological era. They grew up with internet, cell phones, video games. Most men today are out of shape. They're socially awkward, and they're unkempt. Here's the thing. They're so invisible until I point out what most men look like. You're not going to realize that that's majority of the male population, because you guys only see men you're attracted to, right?
That's fair.
So your average man today looks like if you've ever just looked at people and judged them in Walmart. That's what men look like. Do you know what I'm saying? When you go to Walmart, you're like, God damn, everybody in here is ugly than a motherfucker. What? You know what I'm saying? You're like seriously, fat, short, you know what I mean? T-shirt, just a navy blue t-shirt. Like, they look like cartoons. Navy blue t-shirt, pajama pants, flip-flops. That's your average male today. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, they're going to be socially awkward, even if they're not completely out of shape. Or normal height, 5'9", you know, their hair's not cut. They don't make a ton of money. So they're not walking around with tons of confidence, because men understand what women want from them. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you, sure, no, you're 100% right. Yes, men need to step their shit up, but it's not as easy as it was back in the day. Back in the day, you could support a family as a fireman, as a police officer, because the women were at home.
Anything was easier.
Yeah.
You could, back in the day, anything was easier.
Yes.
I mean, if you continue to look at the past, you're going to live there.
No, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
cannot compare
what I'm
the
saying
past
is,
with the future.
what I'm saying is
Inflation.
that there's twice as much competition. Men already have to live their life on competition mode. Women don't. Women are given their value at 18. You're given your value at 18. You don't have to be successful. Okay? Let me finish. You don't have to be successful. It is not necessary for your survival. Because if you're pretty enough, a man will take care of you. That does not work the other way around. The prettiest man out here is not getting wifed or husbanded up by some woman. Do you see what I'm saying?
But they also,
He
a
has
man
to compete.
doesn't want that either, because then it's not
Sure, and a
fulfilling.
woman doesn't want to do it. It's
So it
fine.
works.
That's nature.
So that dynamic works.
Yes, but here's the thing. Now women are in the workforce. So now he's competing with men and women to be successful enough to attract a woman. Do you see what I'm saying? And women outnumber men almost damn near 3-1 college attendance at the moment. Okay? So what I'm saying is I understand why men are socially fucking awkward. I understand why men have a hard time talking to women. I understand why men, because of what, I mean, social media has ruined everything. Social media has average looking women, average income looking, or are making women truly believing that Santorini, Greece is a realistic vacation destination. Go back to your fucking childhood. Do you know anyone who went to Santorini, Greece?
You a Puerto Penasco ass girl, and
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a Rocky Point bitch talking about I'm trying to have a destination wedding in Santorini, Greece. Bitch, you don't know nobody who can afford to go there. You don't know 6 people with passports. What the fuck are you talking about?
You can't afford it.
You know what I'm saying? But like that's what social media has done. So men are it's difficult for men, and I'm not trying to like make excuses for men. They do need to step it up. I've been a simp. I've been broke. I've been homeless. I've been through all stages of manhood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I realized who I am and what I bring to the table that I was able to create the life that I have now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do these podcasts, because I want to teach men that point blank fucking period, before money, before anything else, get your dumb ass in shape. Go to the fucking gym, get in shape, because there is no better confidence in the world than feeling strong and feeling like, even if you can't fight, that you could whoop somebody's ass. All right? Now you have confidence. You have confidence. Guess what you can do with that confidence? Take that into speaking to women, take that into work, take that into anything, and it will continue to help you ascend, regardless of your height, regardless of your background, regardless of anything. You start with that motherfucking gym. You get in that gym, you get in shape, and you build some confidence, because accomplishments breed confidence. And the easiest thing to accomplish is changing your physicality. There's nothing more powerful as a man than feeling strong than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then you can walk around like, okay, I got this, right? So men, you got to do better. But, I mean, as a woman, it's tough to see that because you don't have to deal with any of these things.
Well, can I say something?
Of course you can.
I think deeper than just going to the gym and looking good, what is behind those actions? Like, what makes you get up and go to the gym every single day? Being consistent.
Me?
And I think anyone,
Men or women?
men or women. I mean, if you want to look good, feel good, you have to eat good, you have to go to the gym. It's not just going to happen magically. It's not going to fall in your lap. But what are the habits that are instilled in that person or this person is doing to get there? And I think more than anything, those habits and those actions prove to yourself that you keep promises to yourself, and that's what gives people confidence. Is like, oh shit, looking back, like I did that. I woke up every single day at 4 a.m. and I worked out for the past year, and look at me. And I think that's what builds the confidence. And then, of course, you know, the obvious, looking good, feeling good. But deeper than that, it's all about mindset. It's all about habits. And it's all about, again, going back to the self, like, how much do you really love yourself to make that effort? Because no one's coming. No one's going to do it for you. It's just not going to happen overnight. You can starve. We know that starving doesn't get you a good body. You have to put in the work. And putting in the work and doing the habits and doing the things that make you feel good, I think that is what builds confidence.
For sure. But that starts with the gym, in my personal opinion. It starts with the gym because that's where discipline is bred.
I think it starts with mindset.
Yeah, but what better way to strengthen your mindset with doing something difficult?
It is.
I agree
Go ahead,
with
jump
the
in.
mindset.
Because she over here hijacking the show.
I think you're hijacking the show.
I have a lot to say.
Bruh.
No, because the most insecure people I know work out and want to be bodybuilders, and like they're still insecure at the end of the day. I think it's mindset too. I think you need to go heal your trauma, go heal that shit, go heal your daddy wounds. I think it really starts with that.
You talking about males or females?
Well, daddy and mama wounds, whatever you got going on.
Because
I know a ton of females that want to work out and they look great, but they're not confident women.
I don't know. Males' two biggest insecurities right now have always been their height and their hair, oddly enough. But I don't know men who attract women who are insecure. I know women who weaponize the word insecure when they get pissed off with a man to call him insecure because he's calling her out on her bullshit. Okay? Because there's not a man walking this planet that doesn't have an issue with women that's insecure. You can't be.
I would disagree.
Well, explain it, please.
Because I agree with a lot that you do say. But in regards to a man being getting a lot of women, right? So I've seen men that get plenty women. I think that's like a tangible thing. That's like, for attractive men like me and yourself, like getting women is nothing.
Claim it, nigga. Yeah.
I mean, shit, fuck it. It's like it's whatever type thing.
Yeah.
But like I
I'm saying?
said, it-
been this way my whole damn life. You know what I'm talking about?
I know, and I apologize if I'm kind of speaking in one lane, but also I feel like that can be a misguided kind of perception on a man. As he gets woman, he's a confident man, and I feel like a lot of men that do get women or like they have a lot of money, they use that as a cover up for other insecurities that they may have.
Well, okay. Fair for men using money to get women.
And getting women too, because
I'm saying a man who doesn't have problems with women with or without money.
yeah. So
I don't know that man to be insecure.
I know a broke man that has a lot of women because he's attractive, but also he uses women as a void filler for other shit that he's lacking. And I see that on both ends, though. I'm
Okay,
not
well-
saying just men. Women do that shit too.
I feel you, but I'm going to speak from my personal experience because I was one of those broke men who were going from woman to woman for a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? I was able. Shut the fuck up. I was able to do that. I was handsome enough, charming enough, funny enough to have a woman who's got a job take care of my broke ass, right? Dropping her off at work and driving her car all goddamn day. I've been him, all right? And I was not insecure. I mean, a tad bit knowing that I'm not a full man, that I can't handle my job there financially, but I wasn't insecure about. I knew that I could do it because if I can conquer one of the harder things to do, I think attracting a lot of women is harder than making a lot of money or a comfortable amount of money. Does that make sense? Like, I truly believe that if you are good in this area, you can be good in other areas. So you know you can do it. You just haven't figured out how. You see what I'm saying? So the insecurity wasn't real prevalent when I was broke. And I wasn't covering up any voids. I let those women know, no one asked you to do this. So when they got mad, like, I'm paid for this. I took you here, this, and that. And you're talking to other girls. Like, didn't nobody tell your stupid ass to do that? That was your choice. I told you who I was. You see what I'm saying? So there was no insecurity there because I was willing to let her go.
But what about the nigga that? Sorry for.
You know, you can nigga it up all you want.
What about the guy that his mother maybe neglected him growing up? And I know this is kind of very direct and maybe doesn't meet a large demographic of people, but a man that maybe didn't get the love he needed from his mother or like women in his life growing up, right? But he also gets a lot of money. Woman is easy to him. He's always going to be feeling that void of getting neglected by a woman growing up from women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manipulative.
I mean, you guys saying, yeah, like that shit happens all the time. There's not a lot of men who make a lot of money who didn't have a good relationship with their mom. That's a small demographic of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But there is a large demographic of men who manipulate and use women for what they. I had a homeboy in college who had a full pantry full of dishes. None of them matched because everything came from a different woman's house from every plate that he took.
Real nigga.
But he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, well, she know what I'm on. She know what I'm about. Blah, 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 blah. But that's manipulative. That's manipulative behavior.
It's not,
It all comes
it's
from
not
somewhere.
manipulative.
Y'all liked it though.
It's,
You played the role for a little
yeah,
bit.
it's,
Oh no, I didn't. He was my friend.
You was
no,
giving
no,
him
I'm
dishes?
saying, but it's,
No, none of my dishes were in the house. Or maybe we'll play from my auntie house on Thanksgiving.
Couple plates.
I mean,
Right.
see, that's the thing. Excuse me. I feel like women are so allergic to accountability that they chalk that up as manipulative. Women respond to certain characteristics in men. You say this is what you want. You say this is what you're attracted to. But 9 out of 10 times you're responding to that man that turns you on. And typically he's an asshole. typically he's macho. Typically he's brolic. Typically he's tough, whatever the case may be. And I was about to die. Can you reach it? Here. Plug it into that one. There's USBs on that one. So the accountability is in what women are attracted to. She allowed that man to do that. See, at the end of the day, women call the shots when it comes to any kind of sexual encounter with a man. If she ain't calling the shots, then that man committed a crime. So where's the accountability on her dealing with this man? Again, when I was broke and homeless, those goofy ass women let me drive their car. I did not manipulate them.
Yeah, it goes both ways, right? Like, if you're allowing that into your life, then you have some trauma you need to go heal.
What do you mean?
For women, if she allowed you to stay at her house, drive her car, that's some shit she needs to go heal, right?
Yeah,
She
I'm talking about the
knew what she was
accountability.
doing as well.
Where's her accountability for picking that man? That's what I'm talking about. You guys say all of the things that you want, but then you pick everything that's wrong for you.
Because I agree with what you're saying.
Childhood wounds, though.
But like, put yourself in perspective. If there is women that need to heal things that she's accepting stuff that she shouldn't be. But put yourself in that shoes. If you were dealing with a man that you really liked, you're getting fucked good.
I mean,
I've
I've been there, so I know. I'm speaking from experience.
I'm saying like in the present tense, like right now, say there's a man that fits all your boxes, but he's not treating you the best.
I was in that relationship.
He
So
checked all your boxes, but he wasn't treating you the best?
Yeah, and I will take accountability because it takes two to be in a relationship. So I cannot blame him for everything. So I have to be accountable. And looking back, I didn't know this, but hindsight is 20/20. Looking back and now reading books about anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, I've realized there was so much that women's intuition, first of all, I ignored it. Looking back, there was many times where I should have left, but there was just so much hope. The problem with hope is it goes on forever. So I was in that relationship for 8 years, and I really thought I was going to marry this dude. And you think you know someone, and he just disappeared. Haven't heard from him in 3 weeks. And you think that you think that someone you've been with for that long should do that? No. And to be honest, we're all shocked. The close ones around me, they're like, who is this guy? And I'm even like, I can't believe I wanted to marry this guy. Because if he can do this to me, you know what I mean? But I know that others' actions have nothing to do with me and everything to do with his inability to handle emotional conflict. So I will take account for the fact that I allowed that to happen and I allowed it to go on for as long as it did.
Good. Most women don't do that.
But
most women will simply point the finger that he wasn't mature, he wasn't this, he didn't do this, he didn't treat me right, blah blah blah. No, but that's most women. Most women are unhealed. Okay, you are spiritual. You've said a lot of things that are correct and how things should be. But we're talking about how things are, and most people don't move the way you're talking about.
No,
okay,
real.
Well, I invite a lot of men to go into these spiritual spaces because there's a lot of women.
Sure, but
AKA, I'm single. I'm in this spiritual space. Come on.
the main reason you did want to talk about that, and we can switch topics now. I don't even know how the fuck we got on what we're talking about now, but I do want to jump into yours. Why aren't men spiritual? And I will address that personally. Most men are entirely too logical to dive into astrology, to dive into crystals, to dive into yoga, to dive into breath work. You have to want to do better internally to want to be spiritual. Most men want to be better externally because we think logically, meaning
That's a good point.
fitness, finance, frame, game. Because our goal is to get a woman. And regardless of how spiritual she is or how airheaded she is, if I have those things, I can get the conversation. You see what I'm saying? So that being said, it's not that they're not wholeheartedly interested in that, but I wouldn't even trust a lot of men who do jump into that shit because some men jump into it because it's an untapped market.
Sensational.
For real. You know what I'm saying? It's an untapped market. Like you just said, there's a lot of women there. I've been to all of Jessica's fucking yoga events and all these other things, and I'm like, damn, none of these bitches is wearing bras. This is awesome.
Really, nigga?
and we get down like that. So
Can I get invited? How do I get invited?
Yeah, where is this at?
Mason, nigga, all the spiritual
I'm about to
business
go
is
to
in
all the
Mason,
spots in
Sedona,
Mason.
okay?
Can we get
You
invited?
need crystals. Listen, crystals, flip flops, no socks, nigga. You're in there.
No bra.
You are
right?
in there. You're in there. But you're gonna run into a lot of unshaved armpits too.
As long as you're not stinky, we'll be
They're not
alright.
gonna be stinky.
Actually,
But
I'll say that
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? But the best part is a lot of them don't be caked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Just
true.
hella natural, and you know,
True.
yeah. But they're also outrageously liberal. So if you have any conservative thoughts, it's going to be a hard barrier to break because they're generalizing, true. But generalizing, but that's how the world works. Left-handed people exist, but there's not an abundance of left-handed scissors. Okay, it just is the way it is.
I don't.
It's just the way the world.
I
That's
mean,
the.
I have a comment to that, but
That's
I
just the way the world works. We move on generalities. Do you know how tall the average door height is everywhere? It's
actually
6'8". It's 6'8". But does that mean that 6'10" and 6'11" people don't exist? They die. You got to duck.
Okay,
We're
real
not-
quick. I want to know how come men don't have the capacity to step into that spirituality just naturally? Is it really just because it's logic?
Yes, it's because that's how our mind moves. Most of that spirituality becomes it starts with feelings. You guys get into points where you don't feel right. So how do I change this feeling? We don't get into when we get into places where we don't feel right, we either break shit, scream, or go do something we like to do, or do something that's very hard. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So it's not the first choice.
It's like basically like an opposite thing. Like women are more inclined to obviously your guys' emotions. Men are more inclined to our ego and our pride.
Oh shit, we got it.
Okay.
Comments. Did you put any of them comments? Let's read some of these comments. Scroll down. Yeah, but I'm gonna read some of these comments first. Go back to the top. Go to the top.
This is yours and hers. She didn't have a comment. This is the first question.
Oh. Do you think if everyone stopped having situationships, there would be more committed relationships? Absolutely. But the situationships are because women want the boyfriend idea and the low body count without having to take it seriously because 9 out of 10 times they don't believe in this man.
Why does that have a gender?
Huh?
Why did you say women? Because our question was like, do
Because a woman asked me. Because a woman asked me. Men are down for situationships. Men are down. Women want quality.
but you don't
Men
think
want
there's some
quantity.
Men that want quality?
Some, but some isn't the majority.
Because her question didn't have a gender. I don't think. Am I reading it right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But it's a woman asking me the question, and women are the ones saying situationships. Men say I'm fucking someone.
Oop.
Just
Okay,
like that?
absolutely. If somebody
You
says
know?
I'm talking to somebody, we kick it. We're not gonna say situationship.
See, this
We're
is
not gonna say it's complicated.
This is enlightening because women. Do you see how her reaction was like? What? It's like for us, it doesn't.
Closer to the mic.
For us, it's like it doesn't even like that thought that you just said would not cross our head, much less come out of our mouth.
Which is why I wanted to do these podcasts so we
like,
can learn
this
from each other.
Is very enlightening.
Yes, men don't talk like that. And if you give a man a situationship, he's in heaven. I've got a girl who's not potentially, for the most part, not fucking anybody else, but we ain't together, so I get to fuck other people.
Ew, I don't want
That's
it.
true.
So
But also, to a lot of women, even if you tell them up front, like, hey, look, I'm not necessarily looking for anything, but this is just kind of the extent of our relationship. If a woman likes you enough or thinks you're attractive enough, they're going to accept that for the time being until they don't. And then you guys flip it as, well, you...
So what are we
It's
doing?
like,
No,
yeah,
I disagree with
it's
that.
like,
What you got to say? Speak up.
okay.
Okay.
It's quiet.
Well, I think that first and foremost, men will do what women will allow. Do you have to have that close?
Yes.
But
Can you hear the difference in my voice and yours?
okay, I can hear it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now you made me lose my train of thought.
He was talking about situationships, and he said if a woman likes a man enough, she'll put up with.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. I think that if you're upfront in the beginning and you know what it is and you talk about it, then there shouldn't be any surprises. Like if you're honest about what it is and who you are and what you do, then you shouldn't be surprised when that person is exactly who they tell you they were.
Until your emotions get involved, though.
Emotions are always going to get involved once you start having sex.
Do you think women can handle the truth?
I think women can handle the truth. It's just not what they want to hear. For me personally,
That don't make no sense.
I'd rather you be honest with me and let me know what it is from the beginning than try to play me later on.
Oh, for sure. I know everyone would like to be honest, but if every man was honest, 90% of your interactions with men is going to be, I want to sleep with you. I don't want you to sleep with other people. I'm going to sleep with other people. And if every man told you that, how many of them are you going to say, bet?
I do agree with what you said. I think
No.
some
Answer what the
women-
hell I said, because you guys said you can handle honesty. You guys said you can, or you want honesty. If men were honest with you,
I don't think it's a. I'm not gonna sleep with other. No, if you're gonna be honest with me, like, okay, I'm gonna sleep with other people too.
Yeah, there's no commitment.
Exactly.
So you do
That's
you,
what
and
sure.
I'll do me.
But how many
Situationship.
women want to sleep with multiple men at a time?
A lot of women.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You want to?
Yeah.
So if you
Until
have a man,
find
if
that
you,
fuck you
if
right.
you, yeah, if exactly, because here's the difference between dick and vagina.
Let's talk about it.
All vagina gets the job done. Every dick don't get the job done. Every dick don't get the job done. Don't sit here and act like y'all ain't been let down. Don't sit there and act like y'all ain't just
that
finished
is true.
hella
That is
quick.
true. That is true. There are some letdowns, but there are some women.
Okay, we gotta pause. We will be right back, guys. We're getting choppy on the audio, so we're gonna pause for a second. Are we coming back? Put us on HDMI 1, bro. I didn't hang that camera up for no fucking reason. I don't care if you don't like the view. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, I set the shit up. They like the view. Who cares if you don't like the view? Put the other fucking view back. Anyway, all right, who cares where we're at? We're gonna move on.
Let's do it.
It was getting good.
Give me something
It
interesting.
was getting good though.
Where were we at?
We were talking about spirituality and men and all that other shit.
No, we were talking about situationships.
Oh,
situationships. Yeah.
That was
So if you
good.
want to bring the
That
comments
was
back up,
good.
but the situationship thing. If we do want to continue and pick that back up, we don't look at it the same as you. A situationship is a dub for us. That's an L for y'all, for sure.
I just
I'm
don't agree
new in
with
the
that.
dating scene.
Pull the mic
so,
closer
like,
to you.
You don't agree with what?
No. I don't know. I need clarification. Like dub.
A
L, I
win.
understood. L,
W.
A dub.
W.
Like it's a loss for a female. A guy's always
dub.
gonna win on.
She didn't know what the dub was.
I'm explaining it.
Yeah. W.
Understood.
Well, you said that you agree that there would be more committed relationships. I don't. I think that there's always going to be like
Closer
a
to the mic.
situationship, even if you're in a relationship.
What you mean?
I just feel like even if you're in a committed relationship, there's always other situationships going on.
What kind of relationship you in?
What you got going over there?
Enlighten us.
Yes.
She said I'd be in multiple.
No, definitely not.
So
I
what
just-
makes a situationship inside of a relationship?
Yeah,
Well,
who you
It's just
situationshipping
like,
with?
are you even really committed? Like you have married people these days that are in a committed relationship, but little do they know they're in a situationship. You could be engaged and have the same issue. You could just be dating somebody. You could be in a situationship with someone that's in a situationship with 3 other people. So I don't think that if you stop having situationships, there would be more committed relationships. It's just you need more people that want committed relationships.
No, I think most people want committed relationships. I think most people want monogamy. Most people want a committed relationship. The reason we don't have that is because women don't know nor particularly care what men want, and most men are not capable of being everything that a woman wants. So if we had to rate, or we don't have to rate, just rate share of, not even share of hands. Who has more requirements of the opposite sex, male or female?
Female.
Okay. So when you break down all the things that a woman wants in a man, you've severely limited your options. Severely limited your options. Okay. Just being 6 feet or over, 15% of the population. 6 figures or over, 15% of the population. Half of which are female. Okay. Out of that 7.5% of males that make 6 figures or more, half of that are over 40, married, and overweight. So then you're looking at men who are under 40, still probably overweight, and single, and they have options because all of you want the same type of man. So if you want the same type of man, you're going to have to share that man. So if we want more committed relationships, women need to tweak their fucking standards. And what ends up happening is women don't tweak those standards until they get old enough and lonely enough to be like, you know what? This nigga ain't even got to have all his teeth. I just need him to be nice to me.
I can agree to some of that.
What you got to say?
You want.
I
Go
can
ahead.
agree-
I got a rebuttal for everything.
I can agree to some of that in the sense of I think your standards are tweaked based off of like circumstances.
What you mean?
Back when I was 20 and I was married, my standards were completely different. Now being a divorced 30-year-old, because I've had a different season of life. I've had a different experience of life. I've had marriage and I've had divorce, and I've had an understanding of what it takes to be a wife. And I now know myself in a different kind of way.
Okay.
So therefore my standards are different because back when I was in my 20s, you know, in some of the mommy groups and wifey groups that I was involved with, you know, we were being praised for having honey-do lists. You know, like, oh yeah, I gave my honey a honey-do list. Like now I wouldn't dare.
What the hell is a honey-do
What's
list?
a honey-do
A
list?
list that you give your honey of things to do around the house or chores and things like that. Like it's the concept of an expectation of like when you're in a relationship. Now in my 30s and post-divorce, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't give a crap about a honey-do list.
That's fine. That's fair. But let's play a game. Do you prefer your man to be taller than you?
Yes.
How much taller? Desired height. Let's build your man.
Let's see. The average guy I date right now, 6'2", 6'3".
Okay. Do you prefer him to make more money than you? Prefer.
Yeah, preference.
Okay. Do you prefer him to be charming, funny, romantic, a leader, confident, masculine? Okay. You've literally. And do you date other than black men?
Don't lie.
No,
Okay.
not really.
So you've literally just described less than 1% of the fucking population.
But I've had the opportunity to date this
Have?
consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Then why ain't you-
currently,
what-
and currently am dating the
Okay.
1%.
Well, I wish you the best
Let me know where
because
you find that.
Girl, he found me. He found me.
and I wish you the best because most women are not going to find that. Not in a black man not making, well, depending on the amount of money he makes. You said making more than you. The average income in America, the average income in Maricopa County is $34,000. The average income in America is $35,000 to $50,000. The average 2-income household in America is 76 grand. So if you're fine with that, great. You know, most women sit there and say 6 figures. Like that just walking the fuck around.
That, yeah,
know
I
what
think
I'm
it's an understanding of the expectation of what more looks like. Like I know what it's like to be.
You don't want
I
to be
know-
a breadwinner and you shouldn't be.
Right. And I also know what it's like to be, to what it takes to make a relationship work on whatever happens in a relationship, you know? And so therefore my expectation of income is a little different.
Okay.
Like long as we ain't about to be tossed out on the street, because at the end of the day, like I have been in multiple roles.
But see, that's what you're missing. You're 34 now, right? Mm-hmm. You've, in a lack of better terms, you fucked off your 20s. Okay? And what I mean by that is don't take this the wrong way, but men typically like younger women. So your availability of males who can accomplish what I mean, if you're fine splitting 50-50, you're not going to have a problem. But most women aren't okay with splitting 50-50 and at least respecting that man and honoring that man, because that's what I was talking about, where there's 1 foot in and 1 foot out because he's not checking all of the boxes, right? So as you age, you don't have the same amount of options, but you still want a lot of the same qualities in a man. Does that make sense?
Right.
Because a man with options is going to exercise them. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at is explain to me why a man who's 6'2", 6'3", making 6 figures, charming, handsome, funny, confident, leading, wants to pick you long term over somebody he can potentially mold to fit his lifestyle and assist him in what he's got going on.
Because I feel like a lot of men, well, not even law of attraction, but the ones that I've been dealing with don't want to mold. They don't want to deal with someone who's got immaturity. They don't want to deal with someone who doesn't understand finances. They don't want anyone
Have you slept with them?
Bruh.
Oh, I don't know if I want to answer that. That's
Well,
invasive.
because men will say a lot of shit just to get in your pants.
Yeah.
They'll say a lot of shit to keep
But no,
keep you on their roster as well.
No, but I'm saying
Stop. Let me stop you. Men will say what they need to either get with you or keep you on the fucking roster. So sure, yeah, no, I don't want no young bitch. They're annoying, they're immature, they're this and that. Please, if I got options and I got options on a young bitch, I'll keep you around because you're fun, you're convenient, you're available.
I'm not finished.
But long term, who I want to have be my wife, if I have the option for somebody, a better model, no offense,
a newer
model, why the fuck wouldn't I choose that? Just like you would choose if you had the option of, because when you were in your 20s, most men your age were incompetent and not desirable. So you would look towards a little bit of an older man who had some shit going for himself. And you could sit there and say, that's somebody that I could see myself with. I might sleep with you, but I'm not going to take you serious.
I don't know. I beg to differ. I feel like those of us who went on the college path, I mean, a lot of us went in there with that concept of like, majority of the women were coming out with like, okay, degree check, husband check. And therefore your options are your peer group in your college peer group. Therefore, that's normally who everyone's dating and interested in, because therefore you're looking at the life path of what you're doing. You're thinking of the concept of good stock, of does this person's pedigree matches my pedigree?
But it didn't work.
That situation,
well,
right.
I'm just saying most of those situations don't work.
But then you continue on.
Because here's the thing that it's tough to say and it's controversial and women don't like to hear it, but your success does not matter to a man.
No, I get that.
So that college group, yeah, peer, it's like, oh, we're equal. We're this, we're that. We're on the same level. We're in the same age group. It makes sense.
Well, no, not even just that. When I came home for breaks, my grandmother would ask me, like, have you met somebody yet? Like, part of my degree's purpose was to come out of there with a ring. Like, you come out with a degree and you come out with a ring. That's an old school traditional type of way of grooming.
Dennison, cut it out.
It's an old Southern traditional type, Midwest possibly, whatever you want to demographic.
Yeah, Michigan ain't Southern.
I'm saying Midwest type of way of thinking. You send your daughters off to college and you hope that they come home senior year with someone to meet the family at Christmas. So that way we can start planning the wedding in June. It's a traditional mindset. And I feel like a lot of people have been raised that way. And therefore there are some people out there with that still traditional mindset that still are out there that, at least for me.
That. But all that tradition goes out the window when y'all are listening to Cardi B and City Girls. You see what I'm saying? When
throwing ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Emotional damage.
What that girl say? My pussy pink and my booty hole brown. That's what y'all listening to. You know what I'm saying? So damn all of that tradition.
Right.
Tradition doesn't exist today.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But a lot of women fall back on that traditional shit.
You said what?
A lot of women fall back on that traditional thing, but like a lot of women aren't traditional women though.
Bingo. Where's my motherfucker?
And that's okay, but like, if you're gonna be delusional on both ends.
Ooh. Okay. Well, speak on it. Speaking to the mic.
Enlighten us, please.
Bars.
Simple as that.
I just say like a lot of women, you know, they want a man to take care of them. I grew up, yeah, I might be a little younger, but I feel like I'm old, so I grew up old. So I grew up around people older than me, and I grew up, the man takes care of the woman. All those things in regards to how a man is supposed to treat a woman, open the door, pay
Mike.
the gas, all that thing.
I hope
But
so.
but also women traditionally weren't out there posting their pictures half naked on social media all the time. Women weren't sitting there talking to every man that's giving them attention that has a little bit of money that looks good to them. They were being loyal to the man that even if they weren't meeting all the boxes per se, they were being loyal.
That was
to
still a man. They never demasculated him. That was still their motherfucking
That was
man.
their man.
That was her husband.
And that's like a traditional woman. If you guys want to put like traditional
yeah,
kind of titles
see, that's
on
the thing,
somebody.
and women get that privilege of having every opportunity and more in today, 2023, than men to succeed, to make money, to take care of their own, but also still require being treated like a lady. You see what I'm saying? Chivalry's dead because we're equal. Chivalry was a thing when women and men weren't equal.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? But shit, you make more money than I do. Fuck, I'm opening you the door for. You take me out on a date. Right? That sounds crazy.
Or then a girl that's in there throwing ass on 5 dudes that you just seen wants her to open the door for her and treat her with respect.
Right? You got
And it's like,
you got an
but
OnlyFans, you twerking on
you just-
TikTok.
You weren't respecting yourself 5 minutes ago, but then you want the utmost respect from me.
Yeah, this society is crazy. Women objectify themselves.
Some
And then they
women.
blame it on
Women
somebody.
objectify themselves. I ain't never looked under a woman's
some
comments
women, I agree.
and seen
Some women.
a woman comment,
that's
"Wow,
the
she
culture
looks
we
really
live in."
smart." You look really smart. That, oh my God, you are a wonderful mother. It's cute, bitch. It's slay ho. You know what I'm saying? It's all that shit. Women objectify each other. Okay, you're not sitting there like, oh my God, how intelligent. That's not what you guys are commenting. So you can't expect
God,
men to not today. You see what I'm saying? But that's why we're doing this podcast, so we can learn from each other, so we can stop doing this dumb shit. Okay, traditional worked. That's how we got here. All right. Now, I would never tell a woman not to be an adult. Okay. But don't put your career over family, a potential family, and a husband. You know what I mean? Because your fulfillment at the end of the day is going to come from your family, your children, and what you've created. You have a superpower. You are a woman. You can bring life into this world. And the amount of women that don't want to do it today just fucking blows my mind. All right. That's how we got here. And
Daddy, chill.
like it's be independent because you're an adult, not because you don't need a man. Because if shit hits the fan, you need a man.
But do you?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, you absolutely.
concur.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, okay.
I've been single for since 2011.
Okay,
I don't
let's
need
let's
a man. Do
let's-
I want a man?
Let's play.
Absolutely.
Let's play a game. If all the men didn't exist, who's finna be out here paving these roads? Who's finna be out here building these buildings? Who's finna be out here?
We got some butch women. out there
Women.
willing to do that.
Women?
I'm gonna get the job done one way or another.
Do you know how many? You know what percentage of women are engineers?
Amelia Earnhardt, Rosie the Riveter.
I mean, it really,
Do you know what
I mean, those are
percentage of
women.
women are engineers?
Do you know that culture is toxic? My best friend is.
It doesn't matter. It's the life that we live.
It does matter.
No.
It absolutely
Damn the
does.
toxicity. That's fine.
I
But
have
the-
a best friend, woman, that is in that field,
Yeah.
and she is in a yoga 200-hour course in Thailand because she cannot stand both places that she's worked because it's so toxic. The masculinity there, like there are men that do not have engineering degrees, and are upset that she's the one calling the shots. And so she is so fed up with that dynamic and with that culture that she's gonna get out.
Okay. But
And that you cannot say that perpetuates to the fact that women are not in STEM.
it's your choice. If we're equal,
Choice is an illusion.
no, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's
it
not.
is.
You have a choice to make, A or B. Do it or don't.
Is
okay.
it a choice if you don't see that there is a choice?
Yeah,
But
so if
what the
there's
hell
no
does that
men, the
mean?
woman's
That's
gonna do
perspective
it.
based.
No. Let's
Let's
get back to let's get back to the question. At the end of the day,
So many things.
15% of engineers in this country are women. So eliminate all men. You've got 15% of women who are capable of designing your world that you use today.
But that's the thing about women. It might start off as 15%, but if we lost all men, it'll grow.
Sure, but not much, because when World War II happened and women had to join the workforce, and you saw that lady with the arm and hammer and all that other junk, 30% of women, of available women, went into the workforce.
How come we didn't get a buzzer or like a noise for that? Hold
What-
on.
for what?
Who controls it? When you said that, can we get a?
For what? You can. It's not the point. The point is that even when women were needed, only 30% decided to. Okay? Y'all don't want to do laborious jobs.
Back then.
No, you don't want to do it now because you have the choice and freedom to do it, and you've had it since the fucking 60s. And you guys, the college attendance is through the roof, but you guys choose to be teachers, psychologists, and a bunch of useless ass degrees, communication, all kinds of shit. that-
Lawyers, doctors.
40. Okay, let's play lawyers. 40% of lawyers are women, so 60% are men. Still dominated by men. The only thing that's close is surgeons. Okay, but most nurses are women, but most doctors are men. Okay, so it's not that you don't have the opportunity. You don't choose to do it because you don't want to work hard. And that's not a problem.
That's not
no,
true.
stop. I'm talking generally. Okay?
Listen, who stays home with the kids and watches them while you go to school so you can be a doctor? Women do. Now, if the roles were reversed, if men stayed home and chose to be the person that raises kids, I'm sure we would more than willing be go to
Do you have children?
Obviously, I
Do
would
you have
have a
children?
stay-at-home
Do you have children?
I think we have roles.
Stay at home.
Not yet.
No,
100%.
I'm not.
Okay,
yet.
so you can't even speak about
I don't
what
wanna stay
how difficult being a stay-at-home mother is.
It's so hard.
Okay.
I think I can.
It's so
I
hard.
think I can
Let me go to
because
work.
I can empathize. I'm a woman and I can see it.
Oh, okay. I can
was-
identify as a woman. That doesn't mean I can empathize with a woman.
Oh my God.
You are not biologically hardwired like we are.
Okay,
So
but
you-
what I can
you
tell you, hold on,
scientifically,
stop.
biologically,
What I can tell you is
cannot
I
feel
have
that.
children, and
And?
I raised 2 of them by myself.
woman,
Hold on,
and
hold
I
on,
have
hold on, hold on,
maternal
hold on, hold on,
instincts
hold
that you
on.
don't.
You said women stay at home so he can go to
This is
law
great.
school
Yes.
or and medical school.
Yes.
I did
me
it
just
by
get my foot
myself while
Good.
working a full-time job.
Great, fantastic.
Okay.
You're also one of the few.
Okay, but the point is it ain't that fucking hard. Hold on.
As a
man.
former stay-at-home
You've
mother,
only been a man in
I'm
this
sorry,
world.
I would not leave my husband home with my children.
It
And
depends
you
what
see, that's the
husband
other
you have.
thing.
No, huh?
Why not
It depends
though?
who your
No,
husband
no,
is.
not. I don't. No, it is.
You have to get closer to the mic.
It doesn't depend on my ex-husband's a great father, but at the end of the day, like no one can form my child from 1 to 5 like I can.
Sure,
see, and that's
women
why
are
we stay
needed
home.
for that. I completely understand that. I'm not negating women's.
I should say age 1
And
to
I'm not
5.
saying that men can take care of children better than women can. I'm not saying that. I think they are very much capable of.
Yeah.
But I think that just because of societal norms and the dynamic of how it has been, that's why most men aren't.
I don't
think
even
it's a
think it's
team
a. I don't
effort.
think it's a how it has been. I think once you step into that role of giving life,
I mean, looking back, how has it been?
giving like
Women stay home.
yeah, no, but even still, once you, but are you a mother?
No, I'm not.
So
Not
once you
yet.
become that, once you step into that element, just as a mother, my baby, no daycare, no father care, it's mom care. So I can also understand like the emotional side of it because my mindset was absolutely like I'm giving up career, job opportunity, and all that. It was a struggle for me to actually decide to be a stay-at-home mother. It was a request. I didn't want to do it. But once I had that little sucker, I was like, I'm staying at home.
Yeah.
Like no one else is doing this but me. So I think also because we are emotional thinking and emotional being, like the emotional attachment that comes to that child was something I was not going to release to anybody else.
Yeah, and see, and that's
So,
the dynamic
but that's
that it is.
the opposite. But that's
We're
the thing
not
with
negating that's
Right.
what's
right,
happening.
right.
That, I mean, history shows that is.
But
what
it
has
had
been
to be
happening.
when divorce came and became a single mother. Baby went to daycare. Mama went to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the roles of both sides. I do. But like the reality of it is, if choices given, I'm gonna choose to stay at home. Yeah.
I mean, I would stay home for a little bit. I have a 9-year-old, so I get it. But at the same time, their relationship with their father is important. So if I take the first 3 months and I'm staying at home with the baby, then I'm going to go back to work. And a lot of times these households don't have the opportunity for parents
Right.
not to work.
Right.
So they're going to be in daycare regardless because both parents are going to be working. And that's just the reality of
Yeah.
it.
That is.
Yeah.
But,
But-
I don't think
but
I would want
if-
to be a stay-at-home mom.
But
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to spend time with my child and mold them, but I think it takes 2 parents to mold the child.
Yeah. Of course.
So,
of course. No one's negating
Mom
that.
and dad, it's just how okay is mom with letting dad handle all these things. Of course, there's things that mom does better and there's things that dad does better. Like, I take care of my son when he's sick, and I probably do that better than his dad because I'm a nurse. But when he's playing sports, his dad's a better coach.
Right.
So
Right.
again, it comes into being a team, whether you're together or not.
Right. But your 2-year-old's not playing sports.
Yeah, but a 2-year-old needs both mom and dad.
Right.
too.
No, and I get that, and I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I would be okay with a stay-at-home husband. So, but that's always been me. I've always been a go-getter. I've always been working, and I've always had to get it
You'd
done.
be okay
so-
with this stay-at-home husband?
Yes, I would be okay with a stay-at-home husband. While they're
For how
younger,
I hope so.
for a little bit until he need to go back to work.
You wouldn't do it long term. Men will take care of you for your whole life.
I mean,
Men don't care about your success.
I'm looking for someone to build with, like to grow with. So like if we have to do like the roles like 90%, 10%, 50-50, that's fine. Right. But I don't think it should always be like 1% and 99% most of the time.
Okay, but
But
a
you
man
like
is okay
traditional.
with that.
Okay, and a woman is not.
Yeah, that's a huge ass difference. So regardless of the stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad and all that other junk, a man is willing to provide for his wife and children for their entire lives. And that's why marriage vows were supposed to be important, but they're not today. It was for better or worse, for richer or poorer. But when it's worse, women bounce. When it's poorer, women bounce. Women initiate 70 to 80% of divorces and breakups, 90% if they're college educated. So if a woman has to take care of her man, she's out.
No, I mean, I wouldn't just leave. It really depends on the situation. But would anybody want to take care of someone forever? No, you both want to be involved taking care of your household. So,
I don't know.
Are you tradition based?
yeah, I feel like I am
So the man takes care of the woman?
in a way, but for me, it's more like a team effort.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think it is a team effort for sure. With things that the man like, the woman has to come up with. Things the woman like, the man.
I mean, like, am I going to work and I'm coming home to a clean house and dinner cooked and the roles are completely reversed? Then I probably could do that forever. But as a mother, I don't think I would want to spend that much time away from my child. So flip it and like do the team thing. That's why I say not forever.
I was busy looking for something because I couldn't find the stats online.
Every statistical disadvantage when you
But
choose
this
to just be a quote-unquote single
women
mother.
initiate
80% of single-parent homes.
divorces and breakups.
Yeah,
Oh, you
but-
got the 90% if they're college
Right.
educated.
No, and I get that. I'm not
So,
saying that.
if a woman
I don't know.
has
I would be okay with a
to
stay-at-home mom.
take care of her man,
But that's always been me.
she's
I've
out.
always been a go-getter. I've always been I wouldn't just leave. It really depends on the
okay with this?
situation. But yes, I would be okay with a stay-at-home husband. While they're younger,
I hope so.
it's still playing in my
a little
headphones.
bit until he need to go back to work.
All I can hear is
Oh, because it's behind. Okay, so this video here that we're about to watch. Are you guys listening? Men don't care about
It's a
your
lot to listen to.
I'm looking for
'cause
someone to build
I'd-
with, like to grow with. So like if
It's
we
that
have
far
to do
behind?
like the roles like 90%, 10%, 50-50, that's fine.
The video we're about to
I don't think
watch
it should
is
always be,
of
like, 1%
the statistics,
and 99% most of the time.
single
Okay, but
mother
a man
homes
is okay with that.
versus single father homes.
Okay, and a woman is
So yeah, that's a you said you wouldn't keep your son at home with his father alone.
stay-at-home
But
mom or stay-at-home
single
dad and all
fathers
that
do
stuff,
significantly
a man
better than single
is
mothers,
willing to
based on statistics.
provide for his wife
You gotta find
and
children
children
for their
Where
entire
are these
lives.
statistics coming from?
and that's why
I'll find
Yeah,
the
I
link.
need to know that.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
find the link. But these they've already
I'm not
they've
saying
already
it's single-
they've already found it and done
or
the work.
richer or
okay?
poorer.
But
when it's
have you looked
worse,
at the other webpage?
women
I want to know,
bounce.
when did the
When it's
biases
poor,
come in?
women
But
bounce.
Women initiate 70 to 80% of
where's the
divorces
evidence
and
based on
breakups.
this?
90% if they're college
I need
educated.
evidence-based
So,
theories.
Yeah, that
If
part.
a woman has to take care of her man,
Sounds to me like another
she's out.
podcast.
No, I mean, I wouldn't just leave. It really depends on the situation. But would anybody
I just
want
need
to
some
take care of
sight.
someone
That's
forever? No.
Maybe this is my point.
Taking care of your
I can write up
household.
a paper right now.
I just need some sites.
I
on
need
the
a reference
statistics. That's all.
page.
That's all.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
need to know if these are
We're
reliable
still here.
sources.
Right, evidence-based
But
theories,
for me,
please.
it's more
Yes.
like a team
Oh
effort.
yeah, I agree. I
Damn,
think
your
it is
voice
a team
sounds
effort for
sexy
sure
as fuck.
with things that can
Go please go to the YouTube thing and make sure it's on.
You
Your
sound
voice
like
sounds
sexy. I can
I'm
smell.
not deep seductive voice.
ASMR.
I'm about to buy me one of these mics. I'm gonna start my own OnlyFans.
You want to hear my voice over here?
You get paid for that.
I'm about to.
Close that.
I can see
I
it
know
coming.
this girl that gets paid for just talking.
I'm gonna read
Okay,
books.
now go to
I want
the
a girl getting
video
paid for
description.
trying new things.
What?
Food.
Okay.
Like food,
All right,
not
we're about to
anything
play this
Yeah.
video, and these are the statistics between male and female single parents.
by women, 90%, right? 63% of youth suicides are from single mother homes. 90% of homelessness and runaway children are from single mother homes. 71% of high school dropouts are from single mother homes. 70% of youths in operated institutions are from single mother homes. 80% of all youths in prison are from single mother homes. 85% of children who show behavioral disorders are from single mother homes. 80% of rapists with anger problems are from where? Single mother homes. So like Spell says, you're putting your child at every statistical disadvantage when you choose to just be a quote-unquote single mother. 90% of single parent homes are headed by women. 90%, right? 63.
Okay, thank you. You first. You first.
Please say something.
Because
I think that not having your mother involved, so if it's a single mother home, the mom is working, the mom is not there. They need that emotional connection to an extent. So if you don't have your mom, then you're not developing that relationship. So it hits harder than not having that father figure. Not saying not having a dad, you don't have daddy issues. But I think
And
it's,
if the
That would
father
make
is working,
sense.
who's taking care of the children? Probably a woman.
That would make sense if the single fathers didn't just do better. That they said 90%
but doing better
of
how?
criminals. All the simple fact that a man instills discipline in their children.
I see
You guys cannot deny that.
I
We
get
are better disciplinaries. There is no stronger words a mother can use than "I'ma tell your daddy."
That's true. I pull the dad card a lot.
Okay,
so
well,
Okay.
working on
So
something here.
hold on. I have them. I've got 4 of them. I get FaceTime calls from my 2 older ones' mother when they're acting the fuck up.
Yes.
Okay. When she can't handle them, it's on daddy. Okay. When boys reach a certain age, if they respect their mom, they'll listen. But at about 13, there's not a boy walking this planet that don't know I can whoop my mom's ass if it came down to it.
I work with preschoolers, and you can see this early on. Women, I mean, we're there, we're trying to discipline, and if there is a kid that's just out of hand, we will call. Male figure comes in, same words, same tone, but just because, I mean, I assume, and I've seen it, just because I think it's a man or the stature or the presence, they just
Everything.
they,
We
So,
get more
so
chances
again,
too.
so proving my point. The point was.
But the point isn't
So, I wanna
proven
agree with
how, because none of that said anything about single father homes numbers. There's all statistics about single mothers.
Yeah, that 90% of criminals suicides.
But what is the percentage of single mothers versus single fathers?
She writing us down, so come with facts.
Can you do some research for us?
So what is the
Sure,
home? What is
sure,
the percentage of
I'll
single
look
mother
that up,
homes?
but if 90
because of
if-
course it's going to be 90% if there's more single mother homes.
And
than
why
there
is
are
there more
father-
single mother
and
homes?
single father homes?
And why is there more single
because
mother
the
homes?
children normally stay with the mother in more scenarios.
Okay, but that shouldn't be the case.
This is true. I mean, I don't keep my child. I'm a
I mean, we
50-50
could talk
parent.
about
Split.
shouldn'ts all day.
I gotta watch who
That
y'all
shouldn't,
fucking.
that shouldn't be the case, but the court system works in a woman's favor
Not anymore.
for the most part.
Not anymore.
For the most part, it still
State of
does.
Arizona don't.
Maybe not when it comes to child support, but it damn sure does when it comes to marriage and alimony and all that other
Not in
stuff.
custody.
Splitting. Okay. Well,
I work in legality, so we can talk about that.
yeah. Does it?
come through.
Yeah. Please tell me.
In regards to
To child or
Arizona's a child race state, not a mother's, not a father's.
no, yeah, it's based on the child.
well, I mean, but if a child's not old enough to make that decision,
So they if one says yes and the other says yes, they got to split it.
okay. Well, that's
There is
good.
no-
That's
there's-
That's
good.
state based though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Arizona.
Sure.
Yeah.
But for majority of people, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you run into things where it's difficult for women to discipline their children after a certain age. And that's why these children have, I mean, that's why society is the way it is today. Because again, where we started this conversation an hour and a half ago, almost 2 hours ago, the grass is greener. But back then, women didn't just leave like that because they couldn't just post a selfie and get a gang of attention and another option. So daddy was always there. And you raise a lot better children. So this is a vicious cycle of what's going on,
I do agree
which
with
is which is
Women did stay.
hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Okay? So it's just a vicious cycle that continues happening. And that's why I wanted to do this damn podcast, is because we fucking need each other. Okay? We need each other.
Team
A
effort.
2-parent household is always going to be better than a 1-parent household.
Right.
The biggest and most important thing is that women need to understand their duty as a wife, and men need to understand their duty as a husband, so these relationships work. Okay? Now, because the climate is different and you can't raise a family the way you could in the 80s and 90s on a single income, yes, women have to work now. But working and chasing your career and trying to be that bitch, this boss bae, is the problem. Okay? Miss Independent, I don't need a man. Okay? I got my own car. I got my own house. I can buy my own Prada bag. All of this shit. Flip this. I'm a boss ass nigga. I got my own house. I drive my own Maserati. I pay my own bills. I don't need a woman. I cook better than women. I clean better than women. How fucking stupid do I sound? I sound ridiculous.
Like a lot of men.
Daddy, chill.
But you don't hear men doing that shit. Okay? You don't hear men claiming independence. An independent man is a fucking adult. An independent woman is independent of a man.
That is true.
But
That
it's
is true.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
I feel like society pushes that though, because like a lot of women, they feel like they have to compete with men financially to feel like they have a say so. But a lot
You're
of-
right.
but-
That's why they compete.
but,
So they can say
so
so.
they can say some shit, right? But a lot of women confuse the say so with like replacing men. You can't replace what a man, like you said, you can't replace what a man does naturally. So like even if you make $150,000, your man makes $70,000, whatever the case may be. That doesn't make you better than the man, because there's some shit that he can do that you can't do. There's some shit that you can do that he can't do. So like you said, like
But the
you
problem
need each
is she can't respect that man if she's working harder than him.
other because of society.
No, because that's biologically drilled into women, is they want the best man, not a man. Because all of these women can have a man.
Very true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they choose to be single. She's
Very
not
true.
single because she has no options.
Very true.
She's single because she hasn't found the man that she wants. And the problem is the man that she wants, she also wants to be monogamous.
Do they
And
ever-
that's not going to happen either.
Do they ever get their man that they want, or do they kind of settle for some things?
They do when they get too damn old and don't nobody want their ass no more.
I have a theory.
No, it's my time to go.
So my theory is that men will settle with a woman that has the most patience, and I feel like women will settle with the first man that takes them seriously.
I don't know about that.
Men
Again,
are
theory.
very,
Theory.
very simple. We want tops 7 things: fit, feminine, friendly, peaceful.
Rock the mic.
Yeah, sex. Sex is the sex. I'm gonna break it down in the order. Sex, peace. No, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Sex, respect, peace, silence, food.
Damn. That's
And
where I fucked up.
no, here's the thing. You guys
We
take
love silence.
silence. You guys
I don't
take
know how to
silence.
shut the
You guys
fuck
take
up.
silence the wrong fucking way. We love to talk to you, but not when I walk through this fucking door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is true.
We love to talk to you, but please let me take my shoes off. Please don't give me tasks as soon as I walk through this fucking door. Let me talk to my kids. As soon as I walk through the fucking door, daddy's home, running up to me. Let me play with them. But she wants her goddamn attention. Come hug me too. Come do this. Like, hold on. We got the whole night. These motherfuckers is going to bed at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? We got the whole night.
Let me
chill
upgrade
out.
myself
You know what I'm
first.
saying?
Yeah.
Let me decompress because I've been dealing with shit that I'm never gonna tell you about all day out here.
But then the emotionally inclined woman is like, me, look at me. I want some attention. It's like,
Exactly. You know what I'm
it's not
saying?
about that.
We're
So men
we're
want-
very simple.
Yeah.
Don't add stress to our life.
Peace. They
So when
want
you
peace.
come home, I mean, I'm just trying to, for my ladies out there that are newly single.
Learn how to cook.
have dinner ready.
Yes.
And have your bedroom ready.
Yeah.
Well, that's how your man's gonna be
That
happy.
And yourself.
I had a bad habit in the beginning of my previous marriage where I would just literally just word vomit,
As soon as
like literally word vomit, and coming in the house talking, like the conversation.
We can't comprehend that shit.
Right, I'm coming in talking, or like he's walking in, and I hear the garage go. Conversation going, and I had to learn that was absolutely like something that
You
want to
know why that's the biggest problem? You want to know why that's the biggest problem?
But I had to
Especially
learn it,
today?
though.
I do, actually.
Because y'all were talking to us all fucking day too.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You were talking to us all day also. You were
text.
texting us
Yeah.
all day. You called me
So were the
4 or
drawing
5
steps?
times about things that you could have figured out your motherfucking self. Okay? Now,
just wanted to run it past you.
man,
At what point is that codependent?
man,
I just wanted to run it
Dennison,
past you.
camera on me. Camera on me. Men, we are their rock. When they say emotional intelligence, it's not us being vulnerable and opening up and all these other things. It's handling their shit. Okay? Listening, sure. Handling their shit. So we do have to make space and time for that. And we're capable of it. Okay? Sometimes it's as simple as going up to them and being like, grabbing them, holding them firmly, not aggressively, firmly. I got you. It's going to be okay. Relax. Hug, kiss on the forehead.
The reassurance.
Everything falls off.
Yeah.
Okay? And then they can be silent like you want them to.
No, that is true.
Right?
That is true.
So,
that is absolutely, that is
we do
absolutely
have
the
to
formula.
we do have to we do have
That's
to
a good
understand
formula.
that. You see what I'm saying? But the reason this is a constant battle is because men are logical, women are emotional. Our problem with it is we pick our battles. You pick every battle.
Everyone. Everyone.
So that's the problem. It's
you're
not
old enough to
we
learn
ain't,
not to
we,
pick
we
that
ain't got
battle.
no problem having a conversation. We ain't got no problem addressing an issue. But can we address the ones that really matter? Because your feelings are fleeting.
What about the men that shut down though?
But the men that shut down. Listen, let me tell you something. Because we talked about relation or divorce and all that other stuff. Show of hands. When was the last time or have you guys been broken up with?
Yes.
When's the last time?
Yeah, have you been broken up with? Were you the one getting broken up with, or did you leave most relationships?
I was the last one.
Raise your hand if you've left most relationships.
I guess most.
I mean, if
There's only 2.
If I get in them.
So yeah.
If it even
You
gets
just getting
that far.
broken up with? You
Yeah.
out here fucking up.
I'm always getting dumped.
Most women are
Oh, my bad.
most
Just like I thought it was everybody in there.
I'm always getting right. So I'm the only one getting dumped all the time.
most women
they went
aren't
back and forth over
most
the
women
years.
aren't getting dumped. And I'm gonna give you a key right now. Men are going to leave you for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. You're an insufferable bitch, or you cheated. Now, insufferable bitch is a little bit more complex than cheated. Cheated is very simple. The simple fact that you don't have to put in an ounce of work to get some dick, it's the ultimate betrayal for you to go do it. All right? That's why men and women cheating is different. But the insufferable bitch thing is complaining, emasculating, being unpleasant to be around. You know what I'm saying? All of
Crushing
these
them like
things.
bugs.
Just nagging. Everything's a problem. Like, I don't even want to come home. You have any idea how many men just sit in the fucking driveway for about 20 to 30 minutes before they get in this bitch?
That's why men cheat.
No, men cheat because sex is hard to come by for men.
Really? It's not
Really?
for like peace outside of
Get
the relationship.
into the mic.
Peace outside of the relationship.
No, absolutely not.
I
Absolutely
don't
not.
think cheating brings really
Because
much
men pay
peace.
especially rich men pay hookers. It's just for you to leave. It ain't got nothing to do with peace. It's that vaginas and mouths are way better than my hand.
But if you're in a relationship, why are you doing that?
Because they don't want to deal with the conversation
Because-
or the confrontation that comes with it.
Right. So that's why they cheat. That's
No,
what I
no,
said.
no,
So
no,
they
no, no,
cheat.
no, 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 no. She answered. Men cheat because
So we're on the
because
same page.
no, you're on the same page. But I'm telling you, why men cheat. Men cheat because it's difficult to come by sex. So when we can have sex with another woman, we want to do it because again, all vagina gets the job done, but all women are different, and it's the most euphoric ego boost for another woman to give herself to you because you don't give yourself to everybody. So when a man isn't getting attention from women and then he has a woman, and now because this is what y'all do, you don't want a man that other women don't want. So when a man gets in a relationship that has been in your friend zone for a long fucking time, now he's the cutest motherfucker out in the world. So y'all start giving him attention and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Women come out the fucking woodworks when a man gets a woman. You see what I'm saying? So of course he's gonna exercise his options. He didn't have them before.
9 times out of 10 though, niggas cheat with a slut though.
No.
Elaborate.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear
Well, actually, I want to hear both because he's saying no when you're saying.
We have different perspectives, which is okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. I would love to hear you explain. I wasn't cheating because she was a slut. I was cheating because it was another motherfucking woman.
From my perspective,
Have you cheated before?
We all have.
Everybody's cheating.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie and sit here and try to betray that I'm just perfect man.
Thank you for being honest.
I've endeavored in some activities that aren't the greatest, but men that I've experienced that have cheated, maybe not all men, so I don't want to generalize everybody, but a lot of men like easy accessible women. So like when times where a woman might challenge a man, whether that be emotionally, I think she said, whatever the case may be, and it might trigger like an insecurity, it might trigger like some thoughts, whatever the case may be, having that void filled that the woman took away from you in that instance from a woman that's easy, whether that be like physically or emotionally, whatever the case may be,
Closer to the mic.
that might be something that they're more inclined to do during those times. So like a man that like maybe you challenge him or like you said something to him that might make him think or make him feel less of himself, wherever the case may be. In those moments where he is in his thoughts because of that certain exact moment, he might be more inclined to go ahead and have that void filled from a woman that's easily being like, oh yeah, I'm ready to suck dick and fuck right now.
So that was a fucking lie.
So
Listen, no. She wanted to hear from me now. Men are not cheating because their
I got a
woman
question.
made them feel less than. Men are cheating because we can. If a woman is offering pussy, we're going to take it. Now, men can stop chasing it, but we can't run from it. Okay? It's not easy to come by, even for handsome, attractive men who make money. Okay?
Damn.
Because I can be handsome and attractive, but if I asked you, can I have sex with you?
No.
Okay.
You gotta butter us up
All right.
a little bit.
But guess what? If you ask me,
Yeah, ask a little.
can I
nicer
have
than
sex with
Will you
you?
have sex with me?
Absolutely. My girlfriend's upstairs.
She can join.
Absolutely. She likes girls too. That's what we do.
She's gorgeous, too.
Okay. So yeah. This is the fucking subtle difference. It's not easy to come by. When we get women come out of the fucking woodworks because women don't want a man that other women don't want. So when you see a man who has a woman, you're like, what is he doing? What does she see in him that I didn't? Okay? Especially if the man's unattractive. Especially if he's short. Especially if he's broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, he's got a goddamn horse. He has to.
Okay,
What is she putting up with
advocate
him?
right here.
Go ahead.
So, okay, dude, mediocre dude gets a girlfriend. Who's to say that his confidence now isn't, I don't know, leveled up? And he's the one that now is projecting this confidence and exuding this confidence, and that is what's drawing in other women.
No.
Like, who's to say that's not
It
it?
can be personalities.
women like men
That's
in
true.
relationships.
Women
That's a fact.
women like men that other women like. It's social proof. For instance, if I
believe that.
invited you to a party, if I invited you to a party, right, and you showed up with your homegirls, and there was a 4-to-1 ratio dude to girl, would you feel comfortable?
I feel threatened.
Okay, but if you showed up to that party and it was like a 6-to-1 ratio girl to man, you'd feel a lot comfortable there. Because
I feel
there's the
threatened.
social proof. Yeah, sure,
But-
your competition would arise, but you'd feel comfortable
there's no
because but I'm just saying you're competing whether you want to admit it or not. At the end of the fucking day, women wear makeup, work out, do
For
everything that they do
ourselves.
because not because you're competing. You're
You're
competing
entitled
against.
to your opinion.
You're competing. Life is a competition. Period. Life is a competition.
I mean, life is really
You-
what you make it. If it's a competition, then yes, it will be.
I mean, yeah, in fairy tale land, but I'm talking about what is, okay? And
That's
life,
also subjective.
It's how you want your life to be.
Right.
And that's personal to every person.
sure, you guys may not compete as hard, but you're definitely, you don't, if you're not competing, then what's the point of looking cute?
To feel good.
For what? For who?
For myself.
For why? You can, why do you feel good looking cute if you should feel good because of
it
who you
feels
are?
good. I wear perfume because I think it smells amazing. And sometimes when the wind and the breeze flows by and I smell myself, I'm like, girl, you smell good.
But you hope a fine man comes along and might be
I don't
appreciates
hope.
that.
I know that he will.
Stop the cap.
That's no cap.
It is cap.
No.
At the
it's
end of
not.
the fucking day,
It's not.
everybody
It's
does
not. I
majority
believe-
of the things
I
that they do,
believe
so
that he's
other
out
people
there,
notice.
And I believe that he's coming for me.
I mean,
And so it
everybody
is.
likes attention.
Stupid.
Like,
Yeah.
to an extent, people
Yeah,
like
I
That's what
attention.
you want.
But like
Yeah.
what we were saying earlier, attention is great because everyone can tell you the same things, but it's the effort that's with it that some women really look at. So you can tell me I'm pretty all day long, like I've heard it before, but what are you doing differently from everybody else that's telling me that I'm pretty?
That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's what you see in that man that's different because everybody can tell you pretty. It's kind of like the
effort. I need to see the effort.
the HR
Why don't you
Me
ask the
Too
women
shit.
here and we'll take a poll.
We don't have to take a poll.
Say something.
No, we
I
don't
think
have
we
to take a
do.
poll because
Because you're a man, so
we're going
you
off
can't
we're
really
going off
say
of observation and what we've seen. If you're at a corporate job, you work at a call center, and Chad, the handsome motherfucker at the
Why does
job,
his name have to be Chad?
Is he
that's just-
charming?
that's just
like
the slang.
charming
Good name.
Chad?
that's just the slang.
Okay, charming Chad.
That's just the
is here.
slang. Charming Chad
Okay.
says that's a nice outfit.
He's
Thanks,
talking
Chad.
to you because your boobs are out. Yeah, so he's talking to her.
Chad, I love your outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
My boobs
Chad.
work out like this at work.
Okay, no, listen.
Oh, sorry.
The man you find attractive, the Chad, says, I love your outfit. Thank you, Chad. And then Ronald,
Raggedy Ronald.
Ronald, short, chubby, acne, says, I love your outfit.
I would never. That's
You
me.
may
That's
not,
true.
but women do shit like that.
Yeah,
and then they
that's
go to
fucked
HR, and then Ronald's in fucking trouble, and his whole career and his life is fucked up.
That's so fucked up.
Okay, but that's the thing. So it doesn't matter that everybody's telling you because it only matters to the one that you want. Women respond to This is what men need to understand. Do what women respond to, not what women tell you they want, because you don't ask the fish how to fish. You ask the fisherman. Women have no fucking clue what they want. They can tell you what they want and they can tell you what they need, but they respond to the same things. Okay? Now, there's
Statistically,
exceptions
men
to
don't
rules.
emotionally mature till the
For
43.
exceptions.
What?
I said statistically, men do not emotionally mature until they're 43.
What the hell is
And
emotional maturity?
Women scientifically, let's go back to the science.
Go for it.
Science says that your brain matures after the age of 25. Okay? So honestly, I think you shouldn't at or after the age of 25. And then again, also that's cultural, situational, environmental, all of that. That all plays in. Because if you have trauma, then that also plays. There's a shit ton of variables. But if we stick to the science, says at 25 and after, right? And statistically, if we want to rely on statistics, but I don't think that we should because there's a lot of biases. So, I think you should at your own risk. And then also look at your resources. Where does this come from? Is it peer reviewed? Is it, evidence-based, like you said? So I think that we should take a lot with a grain of salt and do our own research. I don't feel like we should rely entirely on everything that we're fed.
Oh, for sure. What I'm speaking about, and see, this is the problem. Everything I've said, he's heard from a logical standpoint. Everything you guys have heard came from a emotional standpoint. So you equated it immediately to who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And
That's
who
fair.
you are
That's fair.
may not agree with what I said. But the grand scheme of women,
Yes, I don't count because I read so much that I know that the me who I say is me is really not me. I'm the person who's watching those thoughts. I'm not the person who's actually.
It's because you have
feeling those thoughts.
self-awareness.
Yes, so I feel like I'm just a different realm.
I have
don't know.
self-awareness too, but I'm aware enough to understand that most people don't have self-awareness.
Right.
So since most people don't have self-awareness, this is what most people are dealing with.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how you feel about it,
Yeah.
because feelings, again, are fleeting. They change. All right? And that's the biggest disconnect in these relationships.
Because there's no communication.
I'm just gonna say.
But
No,
then
no,
here,
I
no,
wouldn't
no.
even-
Here's the
it's
thing:
not
the
even about
there's communication, but again, like I said, pick your battles. You can get everything emotionally you want from a man. You can get everything communicated from a man if you didn't have to address every feeling you had.
No, dead ass. And that's something that I addressed in my past as well in relations is I was saying, because I feel like you are bigger in emotional intelligence. I feel like I grew a lot of that. And
Closer to the mic.
I feel like women, want a man to sit there and cater to like what they feel and things that they're going through. And yes, I think that's 120% valid. But we're not going to be able to cater to every single thing that you guys
Right.
feel. Yeah. There's some shit that you guys are going to have to suck up and be like, okay, motherfucker, this is what I'm feeling and I have to deal with it myself. And it's not on you to project that onto your man to sit there and cater to that.
Because we have feelings too, but
Yeah.
we don't bombard you with them. And you know why we don't bombard you with them? Because you won't respect us. You won't feel safe with us. So we can't. We deal with so much in the dark. We deal with so much in silence. And it's just because that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And the reason we're supposed to do that is because our job is to protect you. Our job is to be the rock for you. Your emotions are valid. Your emotions are important. Your emotions are fair. But I can't do it with you.
I don't know. I feel like a healthy relationship, the woman should see that. Like, you also see you as a human being. Like, it's unrealistic to think that you cannot come to us with
No,
the
this
heavy
is just
shit.
biological. What should and what is are completely different. You're right. It should be that
I just
way.
feel like the black sheep here because I feel like there's so many things that I
it
see
should
differently.
be that way.
You're right.
Yes, you're right. No one's saying that you're wrong.
Yeah.
It should be that way.
But it's not.
A lot of things should be that way. Men should be monogamous.
So,
Men
okay,
should
so see it
want.
this way.
Men
My
should want the
perspective.
same thing women want, but we don't.
So my perspective, knowing what I know, I would not want a man that thinks otherwise. I will not allow it because I want a man to be.
Then you're not going to
able
have a
be-
man because you can't tell a
No,
man
I
what you
will.
allow him to, how he's going to
I'm
move.
not going to tell him.
But you just said I'm not gonna allow it.
I'm gonna allow him to express himself however he wants to and needs to.
You just said you just said the opposite.
Space. No, I think that women should provide a safe space for them to be able to do that.
They should, but most women aren't, because most women aren't gonna feel
That's the
safe
problem.
if their man is fucking
But
crying.
That's the problem. Women should feel safe.
Why? Why
We need
would
to
you feel
shift
safe
the
if a
narrative.
man's sitting there saying, "I'm
Because
trying
you're
everything,
human.
babe, and nothing's fucking
Because
working,
you're
and I don't know what to
human.
fucking do."
Because you're a human being with emotions.
I
Not
think-
every woman thinks like that. Though.
Yeah.
I
And
think that's
what
great
I'm
that you
saying.
think like
and
that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm just like the outcast here because I feel like a lot
It's
of
not even
things
just
I
here,
don't
though.
agree with.
It's in general.
Yeah, I think just being someone who grew up on the South Side,
Southside, I'm on the Southside rep too.
right?
Stop
Not
it.
Grand Rapids.
Get some help.
South Phoenix.
I think that vulnerability in a man, there's no space for that. Where I'm from, there should be, but there's no space for that. And what happens is that misogyny and toxic masculinity,
That doesn't exist.
or what they say,
I feel
whatever
it. It's
the
a buzz
words,
term, but
right?
toxic
The buzz
masculinity
term,
doesn't exist.
the chauvinistic ways, that is an alpha male. That is leadership, but that doesn't make it right. But it provides you with a sense of security and safety, because at the end of the day, like for some people in traumas and environments, like I can't deal with your emotions. Like we live in the hood. Like there's no room for emotions there. There's barely room for me to have emotions. So you can't have emotions as like someone who primarily dates black men. Black men can't have emotions.
Yeah, that's how they were raised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's most
therefore,
men. It ain't got nothing to do with black men.
but from my
No,
experience,
I get you, but I'm
that's all I
telling you,
know.
that's most men.
Yeah.
But them,
So I get-
them good old boys, they can't go home and complain about that shit either.
Yeah.
Because Lisa Ann is going to be like, "Oh, my daddy would never." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And get the
yeah.
fuck out of there.
Yeah. So I think, because even I struggle with this, like trying
Being
to
vulnerable?
Well, well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm divorced. But not only do I struggle with my own vulnerability, but I can't. I'm still trying to figure out how to accept a man with vulnerability, because it doesn't make sense to me. So I am in that group of women that are part of the problem. I am.
Thank you for acknowledging.
I am, because like, and not saying I want to be there. Of course, no one wants to remain there. I'm aware, self-awareness. I can say
But
that.
hey,
right?
can I say something? Let me check this out. We don't care that you're part of the problem. We know what we have to do.
Exactly.
We don't need to be vulnerable. We don't care to be vulnerable. Okay? The only difference between men and women is men are more prone to violence. Okay? So an emotional man is a weak man who does violent shit to other people. Hurt people. Okay?
Yeah.
So you don't want an emotional man. A street dude has more qualities that women have than a logical stoic man. Street dudes look at other dudes the way women look at it. If you stare at a street dude, fuck you looking at, my nigga? The same way if you stare at a woman too long, what the fuck are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? They react on emotion. Emotional men are in prison. Emotional men create crime or commit crimes.
Facts.
Okay, that's not what you want from your man.
Right.
Cheat.
That's men that do not know how to control their emotions, and we haven't taught men how to do
No.
that. So I'm
You
not
missed the point. You
surprised.
missed the point.
No, I think
No, you missed the
I
point.
disagree.
Men are more prone to violence.
they are
So,
because they don't
so
know
hold
how
on.
to
Stop. Just like women who are extremely emotional,
I'm lying.
throw shit, talk shit,
Not at all.
break shit, show up to jobs causing shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what you get from an emotional man, except with violence added to it.
I think it just goes back to self.
Sure, it does, but that's
I think we all just really need to go back to ourselves and really, really learn ourselves. Because if you don't know what your love looks like or what you want, what are you attracting? Yeah. If
You
you are
shouldn't
not
be
clear
dating if
about
you
what
don't
you
know
want.
that.
It's hard to
Yeah.
say that though. As much as I do agree with you, which I think your viewpoints and your standpoints.
you're very
on-
smart. You're
Yeah,
you're very right,
in
but
my
that's
head too
not
much.
that's
But,
not
like,
the way the world works.
A lot of people don't do like self work. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't take time to reevaluate. A lot of people don't take time to look at like what I did wrong. Now,
That's because it goes back to the media.
they
Everything
don't want
is
to.
the media, the music.
they don't
It's
have to.
societal.
Also,
So
they also
different.
don't
Yeah.
have to. They
That
can go
right
about.
there.
They can
They
go
can
about their
just
life
move
and
on.
not have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
A man can go about his life and cheat on his woman every single day of his life
Those are the
because he
new
doesn't have
standards.
to be.
Yeah.
He can label it as I'm this or I'm that, or I can. This is a title and I'm accepted under this umbrella, or this is who I am and I'm accepted under
Yeah,
that.
everything's accepted now.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people don't
Got
have to
kids claiming
conform
they're cats at
to what
school.
it's supposed to be.
Have you ever had a dream?
It's fucking ridiculous.
No, thank
Don't
you.
don't
That's
let
a
my
nightmare.
kid come home talking about there's a cat in my class. And I'm be like, guess what? I need you to go back there tomorrow and smack the shit out that cat. And when the principal asks me, yes, smack the shit out that cat. And when you get in trouble, I'm gonna go up to that school and they're gonna be like, well, my son identifies as a Rottweiler, so whose bright idea was it to put a fucking cat in a Rottweiler in the same classroom?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking ridiculous. But this has been great. It's getting
appreciate
late.
all of you.
She gotta go, and she gotta go. We gotta cut it loose because she gotta go. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you had some fun.
This was good.
Yes.
Any last words? We'll go around the table. Did you enjoy yourself? Do you have any last words?
It was fun.
It was fun.
Let's do it again soon.
Oh, for sure. I've invited you to like 9 episodes.
I'll be better.
Bet.
Okay.
And your girl better get on this motherfucking table too next time.
She's gonna come up with the topic, the top 3. Don't be looking away. I still see you.
My last words are go heal that shit and and go heal that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so. Well, firstly, I want to say thank you for providing the space, really, because even though it
It's
might
insightful.
seem like a debate, and a lot of people that cannot constructively talk to each other as adults and have opposing viewpoints look at that as an argument.
Yeah.
And I don't see it as such. I see it like we're having healthy debates, healthy, going back and forth.
No, this was
So-
probably one of the most educational shows of us seeing both sides without getting
I
upset.
need that. I need that because how often do women get to be inside men's head? Like we don't. Like we found a few things shocking, like
So
that
much I
you
wanna
said.
know.
Yeah. So, thank you for providing the space. Thank you
Well,
for.
bet. I will say, then if that's the case and you guys want to learn more, start thinking about shit and come back.
Okay. Okay. I like
Because
that.
We're gonna do
all these topics, I've just been writing down as they come into my head.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to talk about shit, come here and please let's do that.
I just want to say I have love for each and every one of you, and if it seemed like I came off hostile, I'm just passionate.
No,
But I love all of this. I
You
love
need
the
to watch
information.
some of the episodes. You are
Okay.
sweet.
Okay. All right. I just want to say, I had a lot of fun, and I'd love to come back. And I think it was very insightful, and I love having, just hearing things that are like wouldn't ever come to my mind. That's for sure. Like off the wall is like, to me, it just expands my mind, and I feel like once your mind is expanded, it just can't go back, and that's what I love.
Sensational.
So, thank you.
Dig
Yes.
Yeah, I had a great time tonight. I would absolutely come back. So
Well, you a motherfucking neighbor. You can walk over
yeah,
here.
I'll see y'all next week.
No, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, perspective is definitely something that helps me. So I appreciate all of your inputs and thank you for
Yeah, you're talking about spirituality and all of this shit. Both of us are Scorpios. We like brain exercises. 9 out of 10 times we're not arguing to be right. We're arguing to learn.
to learn what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah.
What?
We're-
Like you guys talking
we
is like,
it ain't that's I'll play devil's advocate. I will argue against something that I truly don't believe in just to see if you can beat me.
No, facts.
Just to see if you can beat
Just
me.
competitive.
No.
or
It's
see where you're at.
it's a brain exercise.
Yes, I
I
agree.
want to see if you can change my perspective. That's why I named this. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Is I want to see if you can change the way I see it. If you can change the way I see it, fuck, bro, you just fucked my head up.
not even beat me or change the way I see it, but like give me a new perspective.
Yeah, it make me
Enlighten
pause
me.
for a second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
You need a
This motherfucker might be right
so
right
you
here.
can start
I
tallying.
might have
You need a scoreboard so you can tally like when they make it make sense.
I mean,
for
I'll
you.
go through it. I'll go through. Like,
Yeah, but I need to see it.
These are forever, so I can go through it.
These are
I need it right there on the wall.
Bet I got you.
You said you're a Scorpio?
Rajon, yeah.
You got everybody signs.
You know, it's my thing.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you next week, next Tuesday, 8:30 ish. Peace. What happened to the song?
Ruin the moment.
I know, I was trying to
Good job.